child's son. That one. I guess that literally works. But it's whatever. Kingmaker. Here we go. We're playing it. Welcome back, y'all. We're done with the RP. It's time to go out and play in the woods a little bit, as we've been doing forever and ever. But I'm gonna cut right to the quick with this one. Thank you all for your support on Patreon, helping us live the dream. And I guess in light of last session, I will ask, would anyone like to go first? If not, I'll break out the D5.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
Shit. Damn it.
K-Train's coming to town.
Yeah, much less prepared for this one.
I'm Kalira Ashling, a barbarian of the half-elf barbarian of the Superstitious Bent, and after opening up a bit to Kato about her bastard lineage and the fact that she has two twin children that she's fighting for, she feels a bit of a weight has been lifted off her heart. So, and she's ready to rededicate herself to the advancement of this kingdom, and in order to facilitate her own needs. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, good enough for me. Anybody want to go next? I'll take that. All right, we're breaking out the
Yo, I'll do it.
Boom. He's got it.
I'll be fast anyway. So, right, my characters are Taurus. I'm an Inquisitor of Abaddon, tactical leader, tactics, Inquisition, all that good. And not much happened last time for me other than just chilling at the fort. So, yeah. Did anything happen? Am I missing anything? I saw the Erastil priest staking a claim. Hopefully, obviously, I don't want there to be any tension going forward. He will need to understand that this is kind of Abadar's territory. I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously, I didn't get to talk about this much last time, but should go without saying, seeing civilization sprouting up is bringing me a lot of joy, making Abadar happy, which makes me happy. Yeah.
Works for me. All right, anybody want to go after him?
I guess I'll go.
Nice. You guys are so great at volunteering.
All right. Cato Sicarius, the prodigal yet disowned son. How does that make sense? We'll never know. However, he is 20 years old, a human of the Taldan origin, belonging to the Sicarius family, or was until the latest decree by House Surtov. Those bastards, kill them all, but not today. Their vengeance will come, or my vengeance to them will come swiftly in the future. Cato is a level 4. He is a level 4 character. Level 2 swashbuckler of the Rosalind Bravo archetype, a level 1 monk of the Master of Many Styles archetype, and a level 1 fighter of the Weapon Master archetype. Cato's at a bit of a roller coaster this session, so ups and highs and lows all around. He feels really good after having worked out some deals with Oleg and having seen the goblin guy. What is his name?
Bakken.
Goblin guy, of course.
Goblin guy. Yoda's skills in action. He was super impressed. So all that was really, really cool, and he put him in kind of on cloud 9. And then he had some creep sneak into his room, and that kind of ruined the whole day. So we're here back at square one, I guess, for emotional stuff. Really, he's just looking forward to building up this kingdom. The party really wants to get out there and explore while we still have some decent weather, whereas Cato would have preferred to to spend these days sort of developing. However, he does have a bit of wanderlust, so he was not too put off by the idea of going out on one last excursion for the year. So he is suiting up and ready to go.
Alrighty, good enough for me. And will it be Ionia or Senia?
I guess I'll go.
Nice.
I am Senya of the Black Stags, last survivor of the Black Stags, human Khaled, hailing from the Glenabun uplands. My barbarian leanings are towards the Geminid Invoker, and based on our last session, there was a whole lot of RP going on, which like I'm mostly satisfied with Jod's answer and Jod's willingness to lend a hand into building our kingdom, and yeah, that's where I'm at.
Good enough for me. And take it home, Ionia. We've given you 5 whole minutes to write a very good in-character reflection.
Oh, you're gonna be disappointed if I did not do that this session. I'm playing Ionia Essel, a mostly human occultist. Basically, where she's at right now is she was hit, a couple weeks back with that vision that reminded her very much of her own near-death experience, kind of reliving a similar experience through somebody else's eyes, and that's got her a bit shaken. But it's also motivated her. That combined with the display between Kato and Bakken in the courtyard, she's really kind of realizing that she needs to spend a little more time maybe practicing with her sword and maybe take Kato's lead and get some training herself. So she's probably going to be focusing on that a bit, but outside of that, similar to Artoris, she's pretty happy seeing the uprising civilization that they're building. So looking forward to how that's going to play out. I think winter is going to bring a lot of development, and that's pretty exciting. So that's where I'm at.
Good enough for me. Alrighty, here we go.
I'm
Jumping back to
disappointed.
the other map. This map is so huge. I'm really glad I could find this. I wanted to take the Kingmaker CRPG map, which is much prettier, but then the hexes would have got all weird. And y'all know what time it is. We're on the road again.
Boom.
And
We got we didn't plot out what we were doing.
Sure didn't.
it is presently the 14th of Neth. It could... Survival checks, knowledge nature checks can determine if you're going to get suddenly snowed on, but it's probably a pretty good assumption that it will be below freezing every night from here until spring.
So pack your cold weather outfits.
And I see the knowledge nature checks are literally coming down right now. Okay, here we go. Nice. Okay. So it's... To predict
I
the
think
weather, this is the first time I don't have this DC off the top of my head. Because it's never...
I think mostly what we need to do is determine if we are going to explore this area or this area. The planes are going to be a little faster to move through, I think. So I think this over here might be our better bet. Probably closer to this up here.
Okay. Senia, Kalira can't quite grab much of anything, but Ionia and Senia can both tell it's going to be cold, but other than a leaden gray sky, we shouldn't see a lot of weather. At least today. But if y'all want to expedite it, if you want to draw me a map, or draw me a route rather, and I can...
Or we can go
from there.
deeper. We can go like that. That'd be the short trip, but
Can we cross there though?
yeah, that's a Nettles Crossing.
But I thought it was broken. How do I delete lines?
Are you this purple thing down here?
Yeah.
You should be able to always just select
Right click.
and then delete. But
Right click,
Nettles
delete.
Crossing is like there's a rope there, but there's not a bridge there. For the quadrupeds, it will certainly be much more difficult. Maybe not necessarily Minoru. Minoru is a a very powerful quadruped, but I mean like horses.
Well, yeah, if we're gonna cross there, we're gonna leave the pack animals behind.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively,
Hmm.
you don't have any boats or anything right now, but you
Right.
could like skirt the edges of the Tusk water there.
The water's not as fast at that point.
Not in the actual like lake part.
Yeah, we could do that.
Actually, no. Here's a fun one. You're far enough north that this is plausible. I'm gonna roll for it. And the dice
Froze over.
The dice agree with me. That part of the Tusk water is frozen over.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. So we can step on it, break through, and all
And
that.
die a miserable death all alone. Yes, haha.
You know, I know the last time we crossed the river, we all kind of poked some fun at our tourist, but really he did have a good idea, and we might want to utilize some of his tactics in this attempt to cross.
Yeah,
He's
those
not
tactics.
wrong. It's like I was telling y'all last time or a couple hours ago, we definitely had a party death in Carrying Ground because someone couldn't swim. It's up until everyone in the party can reliably fly. It's a thing. It's a thing that's gonna happen.
And you know, maybe something that'd be good for me specifically to do would be to take off my armor before I cross.
Armor check penalties
It's
are
route.
lethal.
Is
Okay.
that an earthworm?
It's route.
Is this an art?
All right, so we're crossing the river here. We're just gonna.
Just kind of like skirt around the edge
Skirt
of the
the
Tusk
ice.
water there. Yeah.
Why don't we just go to Nettles Cross? Well, I guess that's not.
Because we
okay.
can't take the horses.
Because there's not a bridge. There's just like remains of a bridge that you could try to rope across, and like Abadar forbid the rope gives out.
Guess, but we can't get the animals across this
Yeah.
either, could we?
You could. Minoru, being a much more powerful one, could probably adorably figure out how ropes work, but it would be harder. The horses are a different story, especially like a heavily laden pack mule.
I kind of like this line, but I would like to hit this tile.
Well, let's be mindful also of like the time it's going to take to go through each hex, and we probably
We'll
want to be back by.
Well,
Sure, but I think we can add one tile.
we're
That way we don't have
close.
to come.
I mean, we can do that. We can do that check like after every hex, so we can just make a judgment call
Yeah.
before we move
Basically,
on.
how much time? I just feel like if we're gonna do this loop, we might as well not skip tiles because then we're gonna have to come back again. Just to
Yeah,
pick those
I
up.
didn't see that one. So
Alternatively,
Well,
we
I
could
mean-
also do
This one too.
Yeah.
By that same token, then should we? That is not a thing. Should we, get some of these upper ones as well?
So you could add 2 more hexes worth of exploring into the budget. As it stands, it will probably be in the first week or so of the next month by the time you return. But
Let's do a. All right, let's do a tighter. Why don't we do something like? So we cross here. We go down here, and just kind of do a loop like that. Just do a quick. That way we cover everything along the river, the lake, and back
Okay.
again.
that's about 8 days of exploration time plus travel time. It's probably a little more safe. And it's not like the Stolen Lands are going anywhere.
right. And when we get right here, we can decide if we want.
Just book it back or spend more time exploring. Yeah, that's a good like rallying point where we can make a decision on what we want to do next.
Works for me.
Have we considered that when we come back, the weather is going to be nicer and the water's not going to be.
No, it's going to get colder.
Yeah, the weather
Okay.
will get worse.
There are weather phenomena. You would know. You guys with your survivals and natures will be able to predict the weather, and You're looking at a DC 15, and for every 5 by which you beat the check, you get another day out. And the last rolls we had were a 6 and an 8. So you will probably have a pretty good idea if there's going to be an unseasonable warm-up.
Okay.
And if it is, we could just stay on this side and explore some more until it freezes over again, hopefully.
just wait it out. Wait out.
Or
wait for the sun.
Wait
worst
till
case
next winter.
worst case scenario, we just leave the horses at the other side of Nettle Crossing. Hope they survive. Sorry, mules, you suck. We were getting rid of you anyway.
We've come to a point where
Soon.
it may not be as necessary.
I did like how the carriage that we bought says it can be pulled by 2 large animals like horses, or 6 medium animals like donkeys, mules, or ponies. So I imagined like 6 mules, like 2 rows of 3.
No, dude.
Like Santa's-
no, dude. We put
like
the 2
Santa's
dogs
sleigh?
up. We put the 2 dogs up front.
Two
The
dogs
dogs
up.
would also be able to help pull. So then by that logic, it would take like 24 otters, 1 mastodon. I'm
One
just
ma-
saying the realm of the mammoth lords ain't far from where you guys are. Senia has probably seen a mastodon in her time.
Ooh. Are they tasty?
Mm.
Should I?
I'll further say that if anybody in this chat has watched my Let's Play of the Kingmaker CRPG, the first run I did, everyone had a Mastodon animal companion. So I may be a little biased in trying to force Mastodons into this Kingmaker.
Come on, guys,
What?
mastodons.
They're a little better in a fight than a horsey. But, okay, so I see the route. Are we committing to that one? Is that how we
Yeah.
want to swing it? Okay, dope. And I will, to expedite things, and if next time we meet up, if I don't do this for you guys, somebody shout at me until I do it, because it's just so much better we'll auto pass the time. I am assuming you are exploring every hex. If you come into something, you come into something. Fair?
Cool.
So, everyone is able to... You get to this hex. Skirting the Tuskwater it's dicey, but it's not so dicey as we need to make rolls over it. It's been...
But I wanna.
Okay, make your acrobatics check, nerd. Kato slips and runs with it. It's adorable. The fame score of the kingdom increases as Kato on ice spreads across all of the stolen lands, and that's how you make your money. This square is clear. A day passes. If anyone wants to survival checks to predict the weather. Okay, Senia. So you should be good for the next 3 days. After that, it's a little harder to say. In any case,
Alright.
as you move on to the next one, and you make the perception checks are arbitrary, you find things. Here, there is you could navigate it if you wanted to. It seems to be beyond the scope of what we're doing at this time. The Gudrun River is narrow enough to ford there.
Oh, we have an undeveloped crossing. We can add that to our.
Indeedy.
Nice.
Seems good.
Seems good. We found a crossing to get south.
But I suppose that doesn't work with, do plans change from finding that?
No, not immediately, but your future plans for sure.
Okay, got it.
I say we
Just go south.
just do it. Yeah, let's
Just
go.
do it.
Whoops!
We'll make it back when we make it back.
Mm-hmm.
Forward, so then this one is also clear, and this one is not. Okay, so then now we've passed 4 days. Whoopsie. I grabbed the wrong thing. I've ruined everyone's fun. At some point there were things there. We understand. Gotta get you over here. Could everyone make a perception check for me?
Oh boy.
Guide yourself. You dum-dum.
You dumb, you gotta guide yourself.
I mean, on these checks, really.
Someone will get something on these.
Yeah.
They always do.
We all put points into perception for some reason.
It's a smart thing to do.
It's the best.
Everybody,
It's
The best skill.
it's the dump skill. It's like you put points into everything you actually want, and then leftover points always go into perception.
Unless you're a barbarian, and then all you have is perception.
Perception, nature, done. What is best in life? The trees and seeing them, and that's all you got. So, as you guys make your way through the hills here, you come upon a... At first, it just kind of looks like a naturally large rock formation, but as you get a little closer, there is, in fact, there's a sizable crack in the side of the rock itself.
It's a battle station.
It's a battle station.
I'm sorry, that's on this hex, correct?
Yeah, where
Nothing
Kingmaker
else.
is now.
Okay, nothing else on the previous hexes except for here.
Right. The red line means you could cross there.
Cal will take out her bullseye lantern, shine a light in there, see if she can see anything.
Okay, could you...
Roll initiative.
I mean, maybe.
What
Mega-
usually happens when I do something.
Mega perception check.
All right.
And I'm going to slide you guys over to this map.
Uh-oh.
I think
Ah,
you
yeah.
should have control of your tokens.
I do not. Wait, I have the wrong thing selected.
I do not. Draws on token.
Yes, I do. But
Okay.
my stats are all messed up. This
Good.
version of my token
That's
is...
the level 1 you.
hold on. Making changes.
Going through changes already. So the walls of, and truly it appears that inside this crack in the rock face, not
I don't
just,
have. Sorry, I can't
that's 'cause
access my token.
I see why. You are set on, you were still drawing.
Oh, okay.
I can't access my token. There's drawings all over it. Well and truly, inside this place, there appears to be like a chamber, not just inside of rock.
So I'll turn to the other side. Looks like there's something, some sort of structure in here.
The walls of this octagonal chamber are decorated with crude mosaics of simple village life. Hunting, fishing, farming, things like that. There's a thick carpet of guano that covers the floor, crawling with insects. The sharp tang of ammonia hangs in the air. And as Kalira shines her lamp in, that is enough to disturb a couple of things. And by a couple, I mean
Bats.
they're impossible in number to count. At this point, they're just swarming around inside that room.
There's a lot of bats in here.
Everybody can hear them shrieking and screaming and carrying on.
Do we have a... What are those things called? Alchemist fire?
That would not be wise. And she points down to like the floor covered in guano.
Covered in the material component for Fireball.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get too loose with the flame in here.
I could shoot a light spell in there. It has to.
Do it.
Ideally, I like it to attach something. Can I pick up a rock or something?
Yeah, certainly you could grab a rock and huck it in there.
All right, I'm gonna get a rock and I'm gonna use light on it, and then I'm gonna throw it in.
Alright, y'all can also tell. About here, there appears to be some kind of... It's hard to say because you're just seeing the back of a rock face, but there's something that stops the passage. You throw the light in, the bats continue to freak out and swarm all over the place.
Well, are we exploring or what?
Oh, I think we should.
I don't want to get rabies, but
Rabies.
bats carry rabies.
Rabies, in fact, is a disease in Pathfinder.
I mean, you've been attacked by a bat much bigger than these.
Yes, but I mean, I don't care to. I don't think of that time fondly. Those are not fond memories.
I mean, they're just bats. Can't we
I mean, I'm not
shoo
afraid.
them on out of there?
Shoo them out.
Well, they're not going to come out here because it's daytime.
Where they live. I'm gonna walk in.
Oh, we could wait. Until
Okay,
it's-
roll for initiative.
Ah, boy.
It's gonna take forever.
That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted
This
to.
is all going.
We could have just nuked them all in there with the guano, and like an alchemist fire would have just like set that whole thing cave up in a blaze and would have killed all the
We
bats.
wouldn't. Then where? How do we get in?
Well, it would go out eventually, right?
That's not how alchemist fire works.
Where is my character sheet? I've lost my character sheet. Hold on. How does this happen?
More often than you think.
I need to restart Kingmaker or roll 20.
Understood.
Could click the little newspaper-looking icon.
I tried.
No.
Nothing was happening. There we go. It was like I was clicking it. It just wasn't opening. All right. I need to select my token before I roll, right?
It is helpful.
Selected my token that time. It still said.
So I'm just waiting on Kato at this point. And there he was. Kato's Carius. And set to descending. I wonder if my webcam has crashed yet. No, it has not. Okay, dope. Arturus, you are first. But not also second. There were two of you. You're not that cool.
I mean, ouch. All right. Well, I don't know what's in there, so when in doubt, bless it out. Go ahead and cast bless.
What?
Shut up.
Is that your actual chant for that prayer?
Boom.
Abadabadar. When in doubt, bless it out.
Yabba-dabba-da! Alright,
And then
clear.
I'm
Well, I assume
gonna.
movement, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back. All right.
Alrighty, Kalira.
He's full of jabronis. Yeah. Okay. So.
Do you have cleave? Cleave would be very helpful.
No, I don't have cleave. I'm just going to attack the swarm of bats, I suppose.
Attacking.
Sounds
There is rules for attacking swarms, right? Is that like a special thing?
Oh, it's a thing.
I'm just gonna.
We're gonna
power,
be very upset soon.
I'm
Aren't
gonna power attack.
Okay. Works for me. A 19 definitely connects with probably about a couple dozen of them, and they die immediately. However, there are so many of them flying around that it doesn't really seem to stop a whole lot of anything from happening.
Yeah, we need area of effect attacks to deal with swarms, like cleaves and spells and explosions. Whoever's explosions.
Are these bats just normal sized bats?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'll take a step to the side.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be right. Indo.
Alrighty, and Kato.
Yeah, like this seems so dumb just to walk in and start swinging at bats.
Wait. Couldn't I use silence to mess with their echolocation?
Yes, you could.
They wouldn't be able to talk. Oh,
Talk.
so like
It prevents
like, they
all
wouldn't be able to-
noise in the area.
yeah. Oh, it deafens. It like mutes the
Right,
whole like
the
it's like a.
whole zone, yeah.
Oh man, that's sick. All right, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna go in because I want to make sure I can capitalize on this
What is wrong with him?
I'm advance.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I guess I'll swing power attack stuff.
Alrighty.
Don't
Actually,
trip
no.
over my lantern. What are you doing?
Since we're killing you, basically, since they have like probably individually like no hit points, I'm not even gonna bother power attacking. That's too much of a hit penalty. I'll just do my crane style fighting defensively shenanigans.
It's only two, man. Stop being a baby.
And two of them
It's-
are very dead as the dueling sword stabs in, but nevertheless, more and more of them continue swarming on. These move into your square. It technically provokes an attack of opportunity.
I mean, I have a billion of these, so I might as well take it.
For me too, or just
Yeah.
him?
Yeah. And
Wow, I'm rolling hits like amazing hits today.
12 misses pretty wide. A 27 kills another couple of bats. But mostly these things are just freaking out and flying all over the place. There was sudden light. They don't know what's happening. Some of them land on both of you, and that continues to cause them to freak out. Some of them bump into you, and as this happens, they bite you. At the end of the round, both of you take 1 point of damage and 1 point of bleed damage, and it's on Senia.
Ooh.
So I guess I'll if I do like a 5-foot step forward, that's gonna be within my reach, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do that, and then, going in, swinging at.
Alrighty. And you definitely, the Rancer runs right square into 5 or 6 bats, but several more remain. Ionia.
We need you. Do something.
I'm not. It's not how I'm built. I'm trying to think of something creative here. Give me a sec. Is anybody good at throwing things?
Cal throws javelins.
That's true.
Senya could throw. She's probably the closest to you that could.
And throw your dog at him.
I think our big winner here is going to be when Arcturus gets another round. I'm hoping anyway.
I'm not sure what will happen. They might. I don't know what they'll do. Be interesting.
Couldn't be any worse.
Okay. I'm going to pick up a rock. Like the biggest one, I think Senya will be able to huck at the swarm. I'm going to cast Note of Blasting on it, and then tell her to throw this into it, and maybe it'll touch a bunch of them.
Okay. Understood.
Our old.
Note of blasting.
Yeah, we're getting practice. We're getting practice for Chester.
Wait. That wouldn't it blow up when you handed it to her?
You imbue an object with psychic energy. The Note of Blasting unleashes a mental blast when a creature with a mind touches the object. So
Okay, that's a good point.
you will need to be the one who throws it.
Can I do? Is it spellcraft to like modify spells?
It is not. Spellcraft would identify things. That spell does what that spell does.
Oh, okay. There was some game I played where you could modify spells. You must not have been.
Here, Senya. Hold this.
Second plan, I cast Shield on myself.
Okay, dope. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, go flying in 3 points of damage to Kalira and Kato, and it's on Arcturus.
All right, well, let's see what happens. I'm going to cast Silence on Kato, just because it amuses me, but also because he is center to the action. So.
Okay, sounds good. So that's a 20-foot radius emanation centered on Kato. So if you were to cast it there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then connect the, 5, 10, y'all can't see where that's going. Okay, so I don't think there, there is a save. Will saves from all 3 of the marshals, I guess.
Oh.
The bats will save as well. There's a witchcraft upon you.
That's fine. I didn't really care if I passed or failed that.
Bats, yeah, all 3 of you, I'm sure, fail. How's an 18?
What's that against?
10
DC.
plus the level of the spell plus your wisdom modifier.
If you click the thing, it should tell you what your DC is.
All right,
Also that.
16.
16.
Phooey!
Phooey indeed. So I have a 16 and an 18. The bats continue shrieking, but Kato, Kalira, Senia, You are. All sound is stopped. Conversation is impossible. Spells with
Yeah.
verbal components
Oops.
cannot be cast. No noise, whatever. Issues from enters or passes through the area.
Don't worry, I can use it one more day at time this day. So next round,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I can still speak. So
Kalira swings her
Okay.
great sword. The sword makes literally no noise and hits a bat that shrieks. And that's the only noise echoing through the cave. Kalira.
Is now just the bats. All you can hear is bats, nothing else. Wonderful.
Clear having been bitten a few times and also strangely having been bewitched. She's gonna go into a rage.
But we can't hear her scream.
You can see her scream.
You can see these fat veins, and then she's gonna swing with her sword.
Okay.
These striations.
Again, there's the sword swings in a wide arc. Actually, that one misses. Kiedo. At the end of Kalira's turn, Kalira takes 1 point of bleed damage.
Okay. Well, before I end my turn, I'm also going to try to menacingly glare at a bat.
Okay.
Can you attempt? How does that work?
Does that ability has one single target? Is that right?
Yes.
Then it would fail.
Oh, boo.
One of the bats is probably very terrified. The rest of the
The
bats.
swarm doesn't give a.
Pretty much.
Doesn't give a.
One bleed onto you.
You need it.
Goes to Kato.
You need an A. I wish I had dazzling display right now. An AOE intimidate would work.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Next level. Next level. All right, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Sure.
Put myself beside Sunya. And swing and swing and swing.
Forgot to go. Oh, you did indeed. Yeah, you definitely connect. And bats die, but it's to no avail. They are too many, my lord.
I know. The swing was just for, you know.
You regain 1 point of panache had you used one. But 1 point of bleed damage if that's your turn.
Yeah.
And this one's gonna... I think it's your turn, yes. It will flap over this way to the mouth of the cave. And a single point of damage to Kato and Senia, and now Kato, Senia, and Kalira, all three, are taking 1 point of bleed damage at the end of their turns, and it's on Senia.
The other swarm is still in reach, right?
Right, but at this point, you guys can tell, like, despite all of your best martial efforts, they're, like, you kill one, here are 50 more. You would need to be at it for a long, long time before it would have any effect on them.
Well, I do have Alchemist Fire, but I'm not going to throw it in there and set Kalira on fire, so I'm going to scream, you guys, get out of the cave. I have a
can't
bomb.
And
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nobody hears you. Everyone
Damn
sees Kalira just shouting at the top of her voice.
I mean,
I'm like
if you-
swinging
if you-
my arms like...
If you have it out, I think we would see it.
Yeah, just raise it above your head.
Okay, so I'm like pantomiming, like, come on, get out of the cave. And I take a 5-foot step back.
Okay, works for me. Yeah.
Would it be like sense motive to know that that's what Senya is trying to convey?
What you can discern is she is yelling and has a bomb.
Bomb in her hand.
Oh, I can see the bomb.
Yeah. So y'all can figure it out. Short of the bats being able to mind control her, it's pretty obvious. I feel like.
Whew, well, doesn't
They
really
even
give me
leave
much to
it.
do. I'm just going to maybe come like hug the wall over here so that when the bats pour out, I'm not in their way.
Works for
I
me.
guess.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I can't talk either. Never mind.
No metagaming in the zone of silence. And I guess swarms can alter their shapes to fit odd square patterns. So I should, if I have 10 feet, I have 2 squares between Kato and Kalira. I think, I'm just gonna 3 points of damage to Kalira and Arcturus.
Arcturus. Oh wait, end Arcturus' turn.
Yeah,
Like
it's his turn. Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, I got one more shot at this.
Do it.
Cast the second silence.
Where is Kato now?
Right
I'm
at
going
the
to
mouth.
reposition so that I don't silence myself.
Oh wait, we're not silenced anymore because it only lasts for 1 round, right?
Silence
Since it's his
duration
turn.
is 1 round per level. It should last for 4.
Oh, it's level 4. Jeez.
Yeah. When something says 1 round per level, it means the level of the character who cast it, not the level of the
Gotcha.
spell.
I got you.
All right, let's do it. Cast it on Kato again.
Okay. One of the bats is real good.
Oh, come on.
The swarm that's on damn it. The swarm that's on Kalira is unaffected. The swarm on Kato continues flapping real hard but makes no noise. And that's 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So Ionia, Minoru, if you can make all saves.
That's true. This was all an experiment anyway.
And actually 5, 10,
We'll see.
15,
We'll see what happens when it's their turn. We still haven't
True.
seen
Yeah.
how this.
barely doesn't get Arcturus himself.
Remind me where the saves are.
Should be
Underneath your.
Oh, never mind. I see them.
Raw.
And everyone but the one target I'm trying to.
Indeed.
No, you got. You
I
got
did
the
get
one.
half, yeah, but still.
And almost the whole party. It's so quiet. Everyone has to mute their mics, and I'll just interpret what you're doing for the rest of the session. But yeah, Minoru is silenced. Ionia is silenced. Kalira takes a point of bleed damage, and it's her turn.
Hope you weren't planning on casting any spells, Ian.
Ionia can cast spells in a zone of silence because a psychic caster does not have verbal and somatic components. They have thought and logic
Oh,
components.
perfect.
Rather,
Synergy is insane.
yeah, it's
Synergize
really not bad.
quite
Ionia
What's
doesn't
the-
have to incant the words. She just, when she casts, for example, if Ionia were to cast Note of Blasting, she just has to be able to really, really, really imagine the rock blowing up. And so it was.
Also, a lot of my things are tied to implements, which basically act as a spell's focus, so there wouldn't be even like the
Also
thought
good.
components or anything for those. It's just if I have the item.
Also good. Well, Claire, you're up.
I forget what it's called. What's the thing you can do to make it so that you don't take an opportunity attack when you move? I forgot there's.
5-foot step
Disengage.
or the withdraw action.
Yeah, the withdrawal action. That's what I'm thinking of.
So then the withdrawal
if
action
that's-
is a full round. You move up to double your speed, and the first 5 feet doesn't provoke.
Am I able to pick up my lamp on the way out if I do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
And
You said enough.
see which way the winds are turning here. So yeah, I'll go this way.
And Kalira is able to speak once again. Everyone sees Kalira sprinting out of the cave. Her footfalls make 0 noise, and then she gets out of the zone of silence. And
And I'll look at Arcturus and be like, Vilmar, why did you do that? Yeah.
I will respond on my next turn. Think of the answer.
Kalira takes 1 point of bleed damage. Kato takes 1 point of bleed damage, and it's on Kato.
This bleed is gonna be the end of us.
The end of you, maybe.
I mean, I'm still very fine, but if you know what I mean.
What you talking? I don't.
All right, I'm also going to withdraw.
Okay.
Don't come near me. God damn it.
Don't come near me with your blood.
No, it's with the silence. It's centered on him. He's gonna move out of range of the one thing I did target.
We're all silenced together.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
I should have been casting it on the ground, but I assumed you wouldn't retreat
Hold on.
regardless.
All right.
so.
That is,
All right,
yeah,
all right.
he, the spell
I
can
am
be
like a-
centered on a creature, and the effect then radiates from the creature. It's actually, technically speaking, what that would mean is that would have rotated from, I guess I assumed the ground under Kato was where it was cast. Otherwise, Kato is just a big wall of STFU.
Well, that's what I envisioned because I thought, like when I cast it, I thought this is going to be great because we're going to push forward and it'll be on him as we advance. It wasn't really cast with the retreat in mind.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I've got a box.
So I'm for and you cast it on me twice. Does that just refresh the duration when you cast it a second time?
You would have 2 ticking. So you for the
Yeah.
next, this has been now 2 rounds after the first cast. So for 6 more rounds, Kato is a zone of silence.
Drink it in, buddy.
Kato is amazing at stealth checks for the next 6
Well,
times 6 seconds.
I
See,
still
we
have
could
to
have
leave.
could have
I can't just-
precast it before we went in here. That would have been really smart.
That would have been all right. I'm still doing my withdrawal, but I'm going now that I know that because that was a decision made based on ignorance of the
Alright.
rules. So I'm gonna mulligan what I did slightly.
Okay,
I'm still going to withdraw, but I'm going to go down here too. And I get you said double, right?
right.
So make sure I actually add that up correctly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, I'm all the way over here, guys.
Okay, then a 20-foot radius centered on you. I will draw that out real quick.
Sure you don't want to be further away, buddy?
Can we just like make a circle and then move the circle around, Kato?
Oh, I can put an aura on myself with it.
Yeah, you could put an aura on
The
yourself.
aura won't be accurate because
Oh.
the squares are not from Roll20. They're from the map from the book.
Right.
Nevertheless, Kato there is enough that only Kato is silenced.
Sorry, dude. But your bats are no longer. That one you did silence is no longer. You should have
Well, now
cast it
we'll
on the
never
bat.
know what happened.
I wasn't going to keep getting eaten.
The
Well, I
bats,
can't. If I cast it on the bat and then they leave, like my dream was, I cast
I
it
know.
on you, they get silenced, then we march forward. It would have been glorious.
the glorious march of silence. Okay, so these bats here, they occupy the square they occupy, and basically they just continue to fly around flustered. Senia takes 1 point of bleed damage, and it's her turn.
I mean,
Nuke
are
'em.
we just leaving at this point?
No.
No, she's going to nuke
From
'em.
something in that cave.
So how does alchemist fire work exactly?
So
No.
you would you'd roll a d20, and you add your dexterity and your base attack bonus.
So it's your. You can click ranged attack on your main
Wait, you're
sheet.
going to ignite the entire cave?
And
That's what's the plan.
What if we burn up whatever's good in there?
You would be
Oh,
targeting the
well.
touch armor class of the swarm itself. If you miss,
If only
we would roll a d8, and then that would determine the square in which the alchemist fire lands. Then it's kind of like a grenade.
It's up to you.
The swarm
If-
would take a d6 of fire damage. Everything adjacent would take 1 fire damage, which
You
would
know what,
include
guys,
Senia right now.
if only we had somebody with like some sort of magic stick that could produce a cone of fire.
But see, my thought was if we left and let the bats settle down, we could come back and stealth by them using.
Stealth by things that can. Okay, never mind.
No, Then we would do the first plan, the thing that Esther said we should have done in hindsight: or silence ourselves in advance,
Walk by
and then just walk through.
instead of igniting the whole cave.
Actually, really, I think that's smart. I think that's. But we need them to like settle the fuck down before we can even attempt that. So, do we just leave? Come back.
Where was
later?
this on the big map? Was it on a tile that we have we already looped back? I guess is my
No,
question.
yeah, we're on our way back.
Big map, y'all are where Kato is. Y'all will hold up. Right there.
Yeah, so we're on our way back, but it's not far.
No, it's not.
We
mark
could just
this
Save
go
an
for that.
alchemist fire.
We can
we
mark
could
this for
go
like
for
future
that.
for like return and then just come back on our next trip out. I don't want to nuke the cave. Chances are I've done these destructive like scorched earth tactics in tabletop before, and I always hate it when the GM is like, after the the smoke clears, you see the remains of what would have been. Insert really cool.
Oh, look at
Like,
that
invaluable
+5
item here.
Vorpal MacGuffin dueling sword. Bakken was in the cave. What have you done? Bakken is bats. No, if I am ever that kind of GM, y'all come to Kansas City. Y'all find me. Y'all hurt me.
Well,
I deserve it.
let me put it this way, guys. If there's anything in there that would die to fucking fire, it's not that cool.
I mean, it's nothing
What
metal.
about like a spell book?
It's not
Yeah.
cool.
Spellbooks
Yeah,
ain't
we can-
cool. and
We got a
also no
spell
one in the
book
party is
before.
wizard.
We
What
got a
is it?
spell book
Yeah.
before, and we
What if there's a
didn't-
plume of panache in there?
The bats are covered in plumes of panache. You must make your next decision so carefully.
Then it's covered in guano, and there's no way you would put it on your
Oh,
hat.
that's true. I'm actually not. Oh, did I step in guano?
Yes.
Oh,
Kato has stepped in so many things over the course of Kingmaker that are not.
That's why he wanted to go home. He hates this.
That's the other thing, guys. Like, if we leave and then come back later, there's still gonna be guano on the floor.
That
Poop is
bothers
eternal.
only Kato.
Hey, here's what I feel like, Cassini. If you want to chuck that thing, chuck it, man.
That's
Just-
what Cal would do.
Just step back 5 feet and let it rip, man.
Or, I mean, it'd be kind of cool, but
I am doing it.
There
okay,
you go.
at least take a 5-foot step
Atta
back.
girl. Now you're a barbarian.
So 5. All right, 5. Taking 5-foot step back. Okay, so I'm gonna need help. Walk me through this.
Roll
Do
a
I-
ranged
do I-
attack.
Okay, just roll it.
Yeah, click ranged on your thing. Good. Yes.
And that hits. So the thing about swarms is when something happens that explodes, they take double damage from it.
Oh,
So if you could roll a d6 for me.
incineration.
So they take 10 points of damage. And if you'd like to flavor it.
Boom.
You incinerated. Oh wait, you flavor. I don't know why.
Goaded on by Kalira, I tired of like us arguing over what to do with these bats. I take the alchemist fire and just chuck it at one of them, and they go poof, and it's like whoom, and a little mushroom cloud forms.
Yeah, some of the guano probably does go. I've never thrown explosives at bat poop before. Does anyone in the call right now have any insight to exactly how flammable guano is?
Extremely.
Oh, boom!
It's used as
It's used as fertilizer.
fuel, fertilizer, and yeah, and so pretty much it's not like oil, but it'll burn.
Is it a realistic assessment to assume that entire room would go up?
If it's like I don't think it would like cause a gas explosion type fire, but it would definitely set off, like it would cause a chain reaction where the fire would probably spread.
Okay.
Because of the guano.
Works for me. Assuming Senia took her 1 point of bleed damage, is that all?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alchemist fire just like continues burning, right?
No, but the guano does, because the guano is hella flammable, but the alchemist fire itself does not make like an ongoing dot of fire damage.
Well, geez, guys, I just really don't know what to do today. I don't want to run into a cave of fire.
Then send your dog in now.
I'm not gonna send him in either. If it wasn't on fire, it'd be different.
Are you able to? Can you create water like Arcturus can?
Yeah, they'll make water.
No.
No.
Well, we are taking bleed damage, so
Oh, fine. I'll heal.
You're gonna put a band-aid on
Raise,
people?
raise your hand if you need heals.
All the marshals raise their hand.
Who looks the worst?
Slash raise doesn't do anything in D20.
Yeah, who looks the worst?
Probably me.
To
Hog in the
expedite this a
heels.
little, after Ionia's turn, these bats, they fly out of the cave and disappear into the wilderness. And initiative is, we'll say initiative is off because the bleed damage can be stopped. But it is a, someone needs to roll a heal check or any kind of positive energy at all will auto stop the bleeding. Otherwise, the marshals will bleed out.
Okay, so
Guess I could
here's
heal.
the question then is that if the damage has been minimal from the bleed, it'd be better to heal it with a healing kit. So who feels hurt and would like full healing?
Taurus beats the DC for one of them by like a mile.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It's all yours.
All right, I'll take your heal, Ionia.
Oh, I have to like click a thing, right? Or does it do
You got
the?
it.
You got it.
No, that's any positive energy automatically stops it, and Kato gets 5 points back automatically.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, okay. I see where it did it. Oh, that was the lowest possible amount.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
But it's fine. It almost. I'm good.
That's
That's-
probably
yeah,
most of what he
it's fine.
needed.
Almost.
Someone else not very happy with you, I guess.
All right, Arcturus.
Yo.
Water in the cave.
Oh.
It's worth noting that Senia is still bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
Senya, do you need full healing or do you just need the bleeding stopped?
I only took 2 points of damage, so I just need bleeding stop.
That's your Taurus.
Oh. Boom.
And so,
Thanks.
okay. So I'll say the fire, like, F1 is on fire right now, but it wouldn't take that long that it would burn itself out. It's not like the guano is on top of grass.
I mean, it's just bat poop in the middle of the cave. I'm sure it's fine. But if we want to speed this up, we have someone who can help with that.
Yeah, you guys have
Spell
more than
generates
enough.
water in an area as small as. Yeah, okay, so I will generate water
Splash.
over the fire.
It smells like burnt, wet ammonia.
Yummy.
Mm.
Delicious. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? Yum yum.
We should just threw the alchemist fire right from the beginning. That was my first idea, and y'all were like, no.
You should have done it.
Oh, we should have
Waiting
snuck
for it.
by right from the beginning.
Now,
True.
One of the things I like the most about you guys is you don't, like, a lot of my groups, and me and Iode were talking about this, like, a lot of the groups that I play in are, like, very mechanical and very, this works like this, so this, but y'all don't know all that necessarily.
True.
So, like, if here are 2 bat swarms, better not swing at that, better use the AoE right away. Y'all learn it's actually, like, a thing happens. It's more narratively rewarding to watch. Though I'm sure there are people on YouTube who are screaming, what are they doing? Stop that! I digress.
Why did the marshals charge into 2 swarms? Like, are they stupid?
To get to the other side.
Clearly.
So how long? Now, a round is 6 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So four more rounds of silence would literally be like half a minute. So I figure I'm.
Yeah, you can
With
come
all-
back now.
Kato's just
I'm
tapping his feet impatiently.
All right, let's explore the cave.
Okay. As I said, there's this room itself. There doesn't really seem to be anything in here other than the mosaics that are lining the walls.
Is there anything that we can discern from where they came from?
Yeah, there's probably some local checks, history checks.
You said mosaics?
Yeah, mosaics of
Cave paint.
simple village life, hunting, fishing, and farming.
What's this thing that was blocking the way?
You push on it and it feels like, for lack of a better way to say it, it feels like in Skyrim when you're looping back through the dungeon and this is how you open up the loop, right? There's some sort of stone thing there
It's the exit. We're in the exit of a dungeon.
more or less. And you could probably strength check it out of the way.
Oh, back door.
Ooh.
Alright.
Anything
Just
on those
get in
history
there,
checks?
get our shout wall, and come back up.
Get Senya to assist too, because she's strong. I like how our ladies I like how our ladies are like super strong and our men are all like spaghetti people.
Spaghetti boys. Okay, so
Cal-
but before the pushing happens, with the history checks rolling around, it's this. Truly, this is probably the best word you would use would be like a barrow or a crypt or something along those lines. There's somebody buried in here. Maybe
Ew.
more than one somebody. The mosaics date back to let's say probably around the time of the Fifth Army of Exploration coming up into the Stolen Lands, so not super ancient, but before the time of like the Black Stags or the Tiger Lords or something like that. Certainly,
Guys, ready for some Draugr?
this particular whatever is interred was a little more important than let's put a cairn on top of him, but it's the same idea.
So he probably has valuables.
So we're thinking this is like a crypt?
Yeah.
Look to Ksenia and be like, hey, can you let's not do this, let's not embarrass ourselves like with that bear trap. Put your back into it, huh? And now I'm going to rage, and then I'm trying to push.
Alrighty.
Sick throwback.
Those bear traps were rough. And Ionia was not wrong. She feigned a bear trap wound, and then y'all went out and. Okay.
What did we do? What did you do? The strength check, right?
Yeah.
So between Senya's 20 and
Wow.
someone just pulled their shoulder out.
Some things are gonna happen.
Remember when Cal was like, let's not make a fool of ourselves?
Now, make sure to put your back in it. She
Yeah.
just rather than push, she tries to like
Small
tackle
girl.
it.
Your back gave out.
My shoulder hurts.
Here's an idea. Minoru is pretty strong. Maybe he can help.
I think he said. Oh, didn't you say Senya got it though, or no?
A 20 is pretty good. If Minoru would like to help, I won't say no. Okay.
Aw.
So the aid another is successful. Again, some things are gonna happen.
Ooh.
First things first. If
Roll initiative.
that's like the third one.
Oh shit.
First things first.
Great.
If everybody could make a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, thank
I
God.
just want to point out that though I only rolled a 1, I still rolled higher than you probably would have rolled on average.
With my implements,
You're right, actually.
with my implements, that 10 would be a 12, I think. Let me double check that.
I think you're right. Okay, cool. So, 4 tunnels exit this circular chamber in the cardinal directions. 4 large, monstrous faces carved from stone leer and grimace from each of the walls between the tunnel entrances. A skeleton sprawls face down in the middle of the room. Next, if you could make anybody with religion could make a religion check.
And we ain't got nobody.
Ooh, our chorus is like, I got this. I got this, boys.
Senia's got it too. You both, and so does Ione. You recognize the faces themselves are representations of the 4 winds, basically, as if they were portrayed as malevolent spirits. The next thing that happens is all 4 of those gigantic faces, they, before your very eyes, as this thing is pushed and lands where the T with the square is, because interactive maps, you can't take that off, lands there. The faces all seem to inhale and exhale black tendrils of mist. And the last thing that happens is, if we could roll for initiative.
I want to
already. Good thing I'm already raging.
We triggered a trap.
Of course we did. It's a crypt.
What the? What is this?
You got to go first last time,
Yeah, but
and that one we actually
my
need you.
bless. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Don't worry. I'm sure whatever we're fighting is slower than you.
At least it's a nice narrow passage, and you're all ahead of me. That's nice. Of course, they're probably gonna teleport behind me.
I've never seen that anime, but every time someone is teleported behind something.
So, sorry, Tommy, I didn't hear everything you said. What landed on the T?
Basically just a stone slab to block off the place.
The thing they pushed, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
got you.
Oh
Now
wow,
I'm
that's
so
a lot of
sure.
rolls.
Okay, no, never mind. I didn't.
It's a lot of things. Look
Saw
at the
skeletons.
initiative order.
I will
You all
plug
ready?
that.
And I'm dead last.
And you're dead last.
Well, here's what on the plus side.
I'm kind of first for round 2. If you
Yeah,
look at it in a
yeah.
positive way.
You're just
Yeah.
passing your first turn, and then you get to go first from that point onward.
These gully boys are fast.
Skilly boys are uncanny. They add 0.
These are not slow zombies. I hate fast zombies.
Are they like? Are those just? Oh my god!
You all definitely hear the sounds of the restless dead. And
I like how we pushed that door down. Like after we decided this is a tomb, let's shove that door down.
You guys were discerning that. Me and her were just shoving.
Pushing.
Yeah.
they were discerning their biceps.
Just bust this door
They
down.
were discerning
Like they're being nerds.
how bad Cal's back hurts. My back hurts in sympathy. And we got
Oh
one
yeah,
more.
he's gonna pay the piper for that.
I'm blaming that one on Vilmeyer.
What?
Yeah. When you put that bandage on me, I got hung up.
God,
You know?
damn it.
You know, like when the sideline medic tapes the dude's finger wrong, and then he fucks up the snap.
Makes
That's what happened.
Yeah. Okay, so then I will resolve the trap. I have 4 target. I'm going to target one of you twice, because only 3 of you are really close enough for this. So I'll roll a d3
Hit the dog. Hit the dog.
clockwise. Yes, the dog will be hit twice. Okay,
Ooh.
so then first things first. Against Kalira's touch, 13.
Sorry, yeah, that hits.
Against Senia's touch, a natural 20.
Yikes.
Would a 24 confirm against your touch?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would a 9? Good lord!
Oh my.
And that's 24 to confirm and a standing 23 against Minoru's touch.
Yeah, that hits and confirms.
So then Minoru needs to make 2 fortitude saves. The barbarians only need to make 1. And
Run away.
Ionia and Artoris could make spellcraft checks.
Sure.
And I will see if this has a... Does bad happen if you fail twice?
Is this a spell?
It
Or
is.
spell-like ability?
It is definitely a spell.
So I got 28.
Oh, dope. So the
I got that new
barbarians...
30.
Senia fails. Kalira does not. Both of the casters are able to identify what's happening is the trap seems to have been rigged in such a way that a magic-y effect happens and then a ray of exhaustion gets cast at everyone around. So success means you are only fatigued. Kalira and Senia are both fatigued. Minoru is exhausted.
Just
Yeah.
missed it, buddy.
Good thing I was already raging.
You are no longer raging. Because you can't rage when you're fatigued.
So,
So,
what effect
Tibor
does
just
that have?
loses his range.
Fatigue,
Counter.
fatigue
And I'm sorry.
can neither run nor charge and takes a -2 to strength and dex.
You said Minoru
Okay.
is exhausted?
Minoru moves at half speed, cannot run or charge, and takes a -6 to strength and dex.
Ooh.
I know, Achilles.
Meow.
They're very sleepy. I'm going
So
to...
Minoru is kind of gonna go take a nap.
I'm going to double check the Geminid Invoker, because I'm betting that you aren't... very step when no blow and defeat spells, touches extra rage apply. Geminid Invoker gains rage powers as by that. Instead of the normal rage bonuses and penalties, a Geminid Invoker in a trance gets a +4 morale to con, +2 morale and reflex and wills, takes no penalties to AC. There is nothing about a different effect. about like when you stop trancing, you are. I assume
She's
Senia
still
is still.
fatigued, yeah.
So then both of you would be knocked out of rage / incapable of raging, and
For how long?
that's a fine question, friend. Ray of Exhaustion lasts for minutes per level. The casters would identify a. Well, why haven't you listed the? I see CR4. So for the next 40 rounds.
Okay.
So you are not raging this fight, and Minoru is not doing anything this
Minoru's
fight.
taking a hard nap, nappy boy. Okay, and now we go to the fun part. Spoopy, scary skeletons. It never fails. We have to always. That's always the song that comes up. Skeletons.
It's like we should have checked for traps or done
What
something.
do we look like, rogues?
What do we look like, rogues? What do we look like, fops? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. Double moving right up next to you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. This one attacks Senia's armor class -1 with my... It's not the best, but they do what they can. An 8 to hit you.
Gets your flat-footed, right?
Uh-huh.
She can't be flat-footed, dog.
But she's fine.
Because she's a barbarian.
Oh, barbarians can't be flat-footed?
Uncanny dodge.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so never mind. You're fine anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, fine.
And then a knowledge religion check happens. You see a knowledge religion check.
Oh God, another trap or another. Ooh, who's that back there?
He's a knowledge religion check.
Anybody or just okay.
Anyone who can make it, yes. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So I'm a CR that with that. Okay, so these are probably relatively uncommon. So it'd be a 13. Okay. So Senia is able to identify. This is where we get kind of metagamey because I've done a lot of like work on how knowledge checks work because there are some feeds for them and stuff. But rising from a tomb here, very Draugr Death Overlord style, as it like pushes the thing up and rises. It looks like at first a particularly large Kelid man. He's wearing a chain shirt. He has a cloak over himself. He has a helm. He has a great sword, except like the top half of the great sword is broken off. Nevertheless, it radiates with a pale blue energy. His eyes are burning little dots of hate, and all three of you are able to identify what's known as a wight. Wight.
A white?
Oh, white.
W-I-G-H-T, yes. They are, generally speaking, if a wight is not created by a necromancer, they usually rise in undeath as a result of violent deaths or a particularly malevolent personality. Sometimes they can rise when an evil undead spirit bonds with the corpse of a slain warrior. They are... Best way to describe them is they are embodiments of rage and hatred, and between... There's a little metagaming here. Between Senia, Ionia, and Artoris' successful checks, you guys would get a total of 5 questions mechanically about it. You don't necessarily have to ask them mechanically, and I will flavor them to not be mechanically, but as per knowledge checks, you would get to know a little more about this thing.
No. We need to ask very, very good questions to determine whether or not this encounter is survivable at our current state.
I mean, I'm inclined to ask if it was a religion check, so I'm inclined to ask if there's a particular deity that would be at play here or at work.
Okay.
Thoughts on that question? Party members?
Seems like a
It's
waste.
your questions, dude.
But it's your
Rocket.
Well, I
question.
just want to make sure it's 5 shared across the party, so I don't want to waste questions.
Oh, I thought it was 5 each. Never mind.
No, it's 2 and 2 and 1.
Oh, from the 3 people who made the checks too. So
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's my first one.
Usually no. This seems to be actually you can see around his neck Gorham's holy symbol.
God damn it.
Is Gorham associated with the undead? No. But
Okay.
that would fulfill the mighty warrior, half of the mighty warrior plus evil spirit equals a white equation.
Got it.
Have I, in my studies at the academy, heard anything about what these are capable of? Any rumors of, like, you know, they can do this type of thing or that type of thing?
You have. I'm definitely the kind of guy who will have way too many tabs open.
They can snap their fingers and kill a unicorn.
Nah, not quite. But they do have, like most undead, they don't need to breathe, they don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep. If you hit them with cold, they're probably not going to much care about it. Further, if a humanoid creature is killed by a white sometimes in as little as seconds, at most like half a minute, that slain humanoid creature would then rise as a white itself.
All right, team, don't die.
If it's killed by the white, not if it kills the white.
Correct.
Okay.
And furthermore, so anathema to life is a white. When they hit you with a wielded weapon or a touch, they can sap the vital energy of what makes life from you. Mechanically, that's a fortitude save, or negative levels begin to happen.
Okay.
Fortitude save. Okay, keep this guy away from me then.
I ask if it has any weaknesses.
Yes. Positive energy will harm it in the same way that negative energy will heal it. So if Artoris is capable of channeling energy, he could nuke the room, basically. If you were to cure light wounds and run up and touch him, where it would heal your friends, it would cause him pain. A white, in addition, is also... This is beyond the scope of what you guys probably can do right now. But if you were to cast Raise Dead or something similar on a white, it could just automatically destroy it, and it wouldn't cost the expensive material component that spell usually does.
Cool, who knows that spell?
Exactly.
I'll use stabilize on him, and then he'll
Be stunned.
become something.
A corpse.
Destabilized.
Destabilized.
We want him to be stable. Be life.
So I've heard a total of 3 out of 5 so far.
All
That's
right.
great. So that one.
I know. I'm saving.
Does this
Save it for next
creature have
encounter.
any resistances?
Not anything other than what you'd expect from undead. The ability to resist spells that affect the mind, cold, things like that. Your weapon should work fine against him.
Anyone have anything in particular they want?
Can he just leave us alone, please?
I was gonna ask something similar.
Like,
So,
that
is
You
it?
know,
Does it
that's a
have
decent
any
question.
intelligence? Like, could you speak to it? Let me ask. I'm curious about.
Yes.
You could. Okay.
It's probably... Honestly, the run-of-the-mill intelligent undead is smarter than the average humanoid. Having looped several times, you would expect he probably speaks common. Maybe, certainly from his build, he probably speaks Hallit.
Okay.
And I think I heard 5.
let's invite him over for tea.
I'm game.
15.
We could maybe he'll mine our gold for.
I'm telling you, a certain party could have dominated him, and then there you go. There was your general.
It actually would have been pretty sweet.
It wouldn't have been sour. Anyway, I think that was 5 questions. So
Yeah.
It
the
was.
white double moves forward. Kalira,
Holy fuck! He's on us!
as he does so, he has his great sword very, I want to say Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur when he does his victory pose. If that means, okay, someone got me. Jesus. I
got you,
I tried
yeah.
to make that in carrying credit. No one got it. That, like, tapping it on his shoulder leans.
Oh yeah.
Name's Mitsurugi. Remember it.
I love Soul Calibur.
Good. I love you guys. You're perfect. Kalira, I've
What-
taken
what-
away all your toys. You're on.
Oh, okay. Well, I will attack the little munchkin in front of me, I suppose.
Okie
Oh
dokie.
boy. Are we sure we're not just retreating? I mean,
What if he just downs this thing in one swing?
the white?
Oh no, the little guy.
No, that's what I mean. Right now, the two little guys are like, blocking the tunnel. As soon as we knock one over, Big Baddie's
What's to
gonna...
stop him to just move past them?
Maybe.
He would
Pass.
need a square to resolve. Technically, he could move here and attack Kalira, but he can't
So-
he can't move past you guys.
Yeah, so we could 5-foot step back, funnel, get him blocked behind his own.
And then just talk to him while the little guys keep missing.
No, we just.
You can
and,
just- or you can unleash mad flames on these fools.
I mean, I guess we
You
could
want me to
just.
bust that wand out, huh?
Yeah.
That would be a really good wand here, actually. Yeah.
Bust that wand out. Shut up. That wand for no reason. All right, I'm gonna. I'm feeling as weak as I am. I'm just gonna just try to do a regular great sword hit.
Okay. And a 12. It does not hit. You were able to. The sword connects with bone, but you don't have the momentum because you're out of breath and tired to push through.
5-foot step back,
All right.
and then my turn.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20. And who's left? That one and that one. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10. And it was you? Yes.
Oh god, there's so many of them.
25, 35, 10, 15. And it's on Senia.
I have my hero point, right? I passed the last round, but I have this.
Everybody's got one hero point.
Yes, sec.
Yes, that is your. Hold on, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can reach him with it. Do it.
All right. So I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back, and then I'm gonna use my helm. I'm gonna activate my.
Oh,
Activate
yeah, you can
Stag
do
Lord's
cool
helm.
things.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate the Stag Lord's helm on the white, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him.
Alrighty.
What does the helm do?
Makes him flat-footed.
Skelly
against
Wolf's
this attack.
flat-footed.
You have a magic.
Uh,
You have a magic bow, right? Hit the +1 bow.
I think
Does-
she has the Stag Lord's bow.
Does the white does the white count as a human or no?
It does not.
You
Okay.
wish.
So I'm gonna do deadly aim on him.
Alrighty.
My days as human are long gone.
He says in Howlet. 14
Ooh,
does
it's
hit
flat-footed. Oh,
for... If you'd like to flavor it.
What?
what? Did he just pwn the white?
Oh, was she
Yeah.
targeting the white?
She's shooting the white. Yeah, in the
Oh.
back.
Oh, I heard shoot the skeleton.
That would have been
I was like,
awesome.
what?
No, you
All that
definitely...
build-up.
The white... The arrow sticks in the white's shoulder, and he looks at you and just kind of smiles, and in Howlet just... That tickles, mortal.
Oh boy.
He can be reasoned with.
It's fine. You can use that helm. You can use that helm 2 more times today. So
That's
just keep,
true.
keep it up.
I almost had coffee go up my nose. Woo. Okay. I think it's Kato's turn.
All right. So I think our plan here is Cal and I will hold this funnel, and Senya just peppers him with arrows until she runs out of stag magic. At which point he's hopefully softened up enough that we can just hack him down. I like this strategy. So
why don't you just throw that fire, dude?
oh, I do have an alchemist fire.
Yeah.
And I did not get exhaust or fatigue because I was all the way back here like a smart man.
Or a coward. Go ahead.
Did we find out that the undead were like flammable? We knew they were resistant to cold.
They are not particularly. These are not. Some are skeletons and whites. No, there's nothing to burn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The alchemist fire is probably not the most useful thing.
It's
Did you
certainly
swing?
It's an area
did you-
effect, and there's
It
50
is.
million of them. What do you
It's true, but I need to block off them from Senya so that she doesn't get stuck in combat. So I'm gonna charge. Charge.
Alrighty, so then that would move you through this skeleton's threat range. If you would like to acrobatics or parry.
Yeah, I can acrobatics that. No
Okay.
big deal. Ooh,
And
maybe.
That's good enough.
Oh, it's 15, right?
It's a DC equal to his CMD and a 17.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Boom. And then I was attacking the same. So now I'm gonna do my attack. Where?
14 does confirm. If you'd like
Put
to
the
flavor it.
minimal damage.
All right. No, the one above.
Ah,
the one by.
above. Got
The one in
it.
front
Okay.
of.
Yeah,
The one in
if
front of Cal.
Same
Cal.
result.
Yeah. So yeah, Kato's like sees the arrow like shoot by and hit the white, and he just kind of shrugging it off. He's like, "Oh man, this is not gonna be easy. Oh well, do or die, right?" Pulls his sword and charges headlong into the wave of undead as he delivers a mighty blow, hacking one from across the throat or neck or whatever it has, bony neck, and cleaving it through its shoulder right in half in one swift stroke.
And it collapses. This one moves through your threat range.
Ooh, attack!
I get attack as well.
Not you. It moved to yours, but through Kato's. This was the offending square. And if you'd like to flavor it.
At this rate, we're gonna run out of skeletons.
I don't think we are.
Right as Kato lifts his blade after hacking the first one, he sees one out of the corner of his eye, quickly spinning around and doing an upward strike, catches that one in the ribs, catches that one in the rib cage, and also sends it careening backwards with the force of the strike and shattering it into pieces.
And this one moves through your threat range if you'd like to. I don't know how many attacks of opportunity
All right.
you got.
I have five left.
All right.
So
Sure.
Jesus.
If you, well, actually,
Ah,
yeah, that's
minimum
still.
damage.
If you'd like
that's
to
still
flavor
enough.
God, I'm still.
Repeat what I. All right. So as the horde
Repeat what I just said.
as the
And
horde
he does exactly the
descend
same
around him, as the horde continues to descend around him, he goes into kind of a zen trance at this point as he sees enemies approaching from every angle. The next strike, a horizontal slash as he spins his body to the left, catching that one at the hip and separating it into two pieces. The top part of the corpse collapsing to the ground as the feet wobble and fall.
And then the next one. He'll fumble at some point.
Eventually.
All right, I have four. Wait, more are moving in?
Yep.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
mindless.
50 million of them.
They go to the nearest open square and try
Oh.
to attack. The nearest open square is through your threat range. Date if you'd like to flavor it.
Can I just
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
At this point, Kato is bored, and he just flicks his.
I should update mine. All right, three more.
Hawkins example.
I have three more attacks of opportunity left. Is that enough?
Eventually, someone will resolve there.
This is turning into a swarm.
It is.
It is a swarm.
I like how each time he describes his kill, he talks faster.
And then it goes even faster and more die. Miserable death. Okay, so then.
Is that one dead?
Yes, that one dies as well. If you'd like to flavor it.
I would not.
And they died here minimum damage, so
Oh, that's just as long as I hit.
yeah.
And if you'd like to flavor it, well, I mean, you have to attack.
I have to actually hit, right? I
The
could.
14 was enough to. The 14
I
just
could-
hit. You could miss.
Bam!
Or you
All right,
can
I am
waste the crit.
I'm gonna flavor this one. So as he's hacking one after the other, effortlessly. Ha! Is this all you've got? He sees one start to crawl over the bones of his fallen undead around him. He grasps his sword high and this one delivers a thundering crunch down upon the skull, shattering it in half as the corpse explodes under the force.
Kaboom. All right, there are 2 more that would. Well, that one might. This one definitely reaches. I don't know if you're out of attacks of opportunity yet.
I have 1 left.
Alrighty. So that means this one is arbitrary. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 50, 90. Okay, if you'd like to flavor it, this one is the last one. You're out of attacks of opportunity, but it had to double move, so it doesn't attack.
I mean, is that like difficult terrain with all the?
Not quite. Okay, so then in that case, if there's no more flavoring of kills, Ionia.
No,
That was 7/12, so that was over 50% of the skeletons.
Before Ionia goes, Cal turn over his shoulders like, "There you are, witch. You have your dead. This is what you wanted."
Combat reflexes was the greatest feat I ever picked up.
Yeah, that one worked out real good for you.
Okay. Ionia looks confused at Cal as she reaches into her bandolier and removes one of the items that we always forget that we have. A wand of sleep. And I'm going to cast sleep.
Before you do that,
I believe
you've made more than enough stuff. They don't need to sleep.
He did.
Yeah, the dead do not sleep. The ability to put them to sleep doesn't really exist.
Well, I did not know that, so I do it anyway.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to. I'm saying, like, you made the religion check.
Oh, because I made the...
Ionia would know.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I spent all this time planning that, and now I don't know what to do.
Oh.
First thing, before I forget about Minoru, how far can he move?
Half speed.
Sorry, there's so much on this sheet. I always forget where things are. He's pretty fast, right? He's like 40. He can move like 20.
So he should have a move speed of 20 right now.
And if he takes double move, he could still move 40.
Yeah, you got it.
And he's I don't fully understand the exhaustion thing. He's pretty much useless right now, right?
He has a -6 on his strength and dexterity. So his armor class would drop by, assuming his dex is not an odd number, it would drop by 3. His attack and damage would both drop by 3. I wouldn't necessarily go so far as to say useless, but it is a considerable debuff.
Okay. Well, I think we can drop by 3 and still be useful. Okay. Can he reach this one?
Yeah. He technically shouldn't be. He should be a square back technically, but I'm realizing now I let Senia 5-foot step into a square that was occupied, but that's on me. I was counting skeletons.
She pushed the dog back.
Good enough. Works for me. So in that case, no, Minoru's not.
Okay, so he can't get through here anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah,
well, that's not true. He could go. It would provoke from a skeleton, but he would move to this square, that like triangle there.
Oh, I forgot to push to talk. Okay. Ionia is going to cast Shield on Minoru, and then he will, I guess, come here.
Okay. He can make an acrobatics check if he would like, which is more than good enough.
And then the skeleton gets its attack, right?
It does not, because the acrobatics check is you beat the DC by a whole lot.
Oh, I thought that was just to move through everybody.
No.
Okay. And then he is going to attack the skeleton. That's, right by him.
Okay. And he misses.
But he's there now, and he's doing things, and he's shielded, and that's my turn.
Okay, Arturus, you're on.
This might be a good time for silence.
I mean, do we think he casts spells? Doesn't he have a big
No,
sword?
I don't really think he casts spells. He's
like Tommy. He casts greatsword.
He's got a Gorm medallion on him, and he's not interested in casting spells.
Right? Yeah.
Fair enough.
And a great sword.
White's being like I guess that's different than like just he has
Yeah.
like an aura on him, so it's not
Plus, technically, my level 2 spells are kicker spent. It
Oh.
hasn't been a day since that happened.
like right.
Yipper.
Kato
do
will
I
take some
even
Just
use
do
the
it.
wand though?
Just
Like,
do it.
Do
Just
you
do
really
it.
want me to use the
Yes.
Which wand?
He has a
wand of burning hand?
So there's no place where Arcturus could cast it that someone in the party won't get hit? Oh.
Ooh,
Dude,
I
we're
like
all
it
gonna-
more now.
We're all gonna get hit.
Yeah.
So-
I'm glad you would too. Yeah,
so-
Burning Hands is a
so-
15-foot cone. So
Oh,
but we're all gonna get hit by these skeletons. So.
I mean, how about I just bless you? Okay, how about that?
How about a
I don't want to get the.
Kato will
Alright.
take a haste.
I'd rather have not 90 skeletons, but that's cool. It's their call.
We did that already. So I'm hearing bless from Arcturus.
Yeah, I'm gonna reposition once I select my thing again.
Actually,
I'm gonna
bless is
go-
probably most beneficial. Yeah.
I don't know, not too close. Go here, and I'll cast bless.
Alrighty, works for me. The skeleton right here would like to attack Kato.
I have no attacks of opportunity, so
Ha! I
cannot-
did it! 17 doesn't hit you at all, though.
Not even close, my friend.
Close. 7.
I'm Spaghetti Man now, and I'm not flanked.
Well, get a boy. Yeah, you're not. How many people in the party speak Hallit?
Speak which one?
Hallit, the language spoken by Kelids, by and large. If Senia doesn't have it
Or
on her sheet,
Senia
Senia
would.
should be able to speak it.
Yeah, she didn't record any languages, but you know it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is it just Senia?
Not me.
Yeah.
And Ionia definitely asked me if the regional languages would come up. They just did. The white points its great sword at the shieldy dog, and in Hallit just the witch has sent her plaything. I could eat. 5,
Bye.
10,
Bye, Minoru.
and we're gonna do a big ol' swing. I have a lot of attacks. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do. I think we just,
I got stabilize on hand.
stabilize, ready to go, onlock.
I like how we had this
undead.
plan to
It's
we
gonna
had
be-
this plan to hold this choke point to funnel them in, and then dog just runs through.
That's what dogs do. They wanted a bone.
Yeah, it's definitely how he would be.
Wanted a bone
Plus 6, and he's got
because of the undead. It's funny.
Yes.
20 to hit Minoru.
Oh, with the shield, he's at a 21.
Nice. Is that
Nah,
with the-
he's got
is-
-3.
-3.
Yep, his armor class is normally 20. The shield gives 4. The penalty is -3, so he's at 21.
Okay, fair enough. That it just
Jesus
barely, the
Christ.
sword comes down,
Thank you.
and it
Nice.
connects with the shield and like shores off. And clear.
Yeah.
He needed a haircut anyway.
Going to swing at the bone guy in front of him. Bone guy.
That bone guy.
The bone guy. Oh, it's +1. I don't know if that matters.
If you'd like to flavor it.
Cool. So, Cal, with her weakest swing of all time, she's like, I hate the undead, and she just lunges with it, and reminiscent to how she killed the bat, the werebat. She kind of just swings and it kills it, and she kind of just looks at it like, oh, huh. With her oh well, shit. No, she can't do it because she's not reaching. Never mind. That's in my turn.
And this one will respond in kind, and 18 to hit Cleara.
That hits.
Nice. For 4 points of slashing damage, this one's like
Yeah, you're
bony
smart
pointed
to stop.
claws.
You were smart to stop swinging at Kato. It's crit or die for them.
And Minoru, never mind. Steady is on.
Well, now you can't do the fancy boat.
Yeah, I can't. From my position, I can't reach him right now, right? Because he's attacking. No. Okay.
What do you move right there?
I'm gonna move right over here. Can I reach with my weapon this guy?
Yeah, you could answer that guy pretty easy.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
And if you'd like to flavor it.
Alright, so after the white moves out of my eyesight, I refocus my attentions on the skeletons, and I move in for position for one of the guys that's kind of looking menacingly at Kalira, and I lunge Nettle's gift at it, and it just poofs and falls apart.
And poof. Alrighty, Kato.
All right. So I get all my numbers back. Yoink. So we are running out of skeletons for me to massacre. This is disappointing.
There is a white.
I know, but that's not easy pickings. All right.
Let's go.
Let's see what I want to do. I'm perplexed. So white's there, 3 skelly boys.
Go flip around him and set up the flank on the white.
Yeah, that seems super smart.
It worked out really well the last time you did something similar.
Yeah, but I'd have to move through. I guess I could acrobatics that, but
Yeah.
actually, I'm just gonna kill this dude here. Let's see, can I get?
Like how he just decided that this is gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this dude right here.
I'm not gonna attack it. No, I'm just gonna kill it.
I mean, which one again?
Oh,
Top one.
top one.
And if you'd like to flavor it.
Yeah, swing, kill, dead, bones, scattered.
Good flavor.
I'm sorry, I'm saving my good flavor for when I inevitably take the white down.
Oh, okay.
Someone else, please.
Well, anything else from you?
Oh no, that's all I've got.
Yodia.
Oh wait, sorry. I can 5-foot step after attacking, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna step back to line up with Cal again.
Okay. Works for me.
Oh, thanks for the flank, buddy.
We had a plan. I'm sticking to the plan.
We have a plan. We just kind of charged in here. Nobody communicated the plan.
Maybe there was choke point.
We are
I said-
indeed at the charge. I regret.
I say we hold this. I said we hold this choke point. Senya's behind us with her bow. This was all verbally discussed when she used her stag helmet, and that was all part of the plan that we talked about.
Okay, so if Minoru withdraws, he provokes an attack from all 3, right?
If he uses the withdraw action, the first 5 feet would not provoke, so leaving this square wouldn't. Leaving this square would.
Okay, so he'd only provoke from this one.
Right.
Do you was
15. I do my slightly better than average.
That pup is getting on a dot.
I guess I will draw my crossbow.
Yeah, do it, girl.
And aiming at the skeletons with a piercing weapon seems really dumb, so I guess I aim at the white.
Probably a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, the skeletons don't need any softening up. The white could use any softening up we can put on them.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the logic I was using, but same end result.
that's a-
Here we
Got a healing bolt.
go. Nope.
Nope, indeed.
What do you think I am? Some kind of merc?
What do you think I am? Some kind of ranger?
Firing bolts of Kolto?
Yeah.
Nah.
That lag.
I think it
Stack that
passes.
one.
Stack that lag, man.
Let's see. What am I doing?
still say the cone is a viable option.
You want to just blow up everybody and be like, well,
No.
worth.
It would put him in the front of the line, but Artoris could go here and then try to activate the wand to hit.
Yeah,
Just
just get it.
Oh yeah,
just get
go
it.
right, step
Get
right
in
up
there.
into the front
I
lines.
see, the thing I love most about Tommy is his sense of humor. All right, let's see.
Not to sound like a broken record, but Kato would love a haste.
You already blessed everyone?
Yeah, but I was thinking about launching some barbed chains over that
Ooh.
way, but all right, fine.
Ooh. No, that might
I
actually.
like the chains.
The chain sounds like a good idea.
Nope, I already hasted you.
Yeah. I mean, thank you. Praise Abadar.
Praise Abadar.
I'll save it though. I have only 2 more level 1s for the day.
5, 10. We'll move up to Kato. Yeah.
Hello,
And how it's
mister.
just, you are small. But you'll do. And he would like to attack you.
You would like to make an attack?
Yep.
Did he 5-foot step in?
He moved 10 feet to your threat range, not through it.
Right. So he can't make. This isn't a full round attack. This is just a attack action.
Just swinging the one.
Do
All right.
I get an attack of opportunity since he moved there?
He moved into both your threat ranges. He would need to then move again.
All right. So what do I want to do? We haven't seen. Oh wait, I did see him swing. I'm gonna meta this a little bit.
God damn it. You know you would go for it.
Ooh, crit.
But again, it didn't provoke from Kalira.
Oh,
Alright,
it did.
no.
Oh, I thought this was in my throat range. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
I will.
the root.
I will attempt to parry.
All right. Press F for the 27 that came out of the
Oh.
RNG.
Oh,
Okay.
and that will also hit.
And that is in his threat range. Actually, wait. No, it isn't. I lied. It would. You see he's swinging a weapon not unlike what Kalira is wielding, but it's missing most of the point. At this point, it's almost just a bludgeon. If that were not the case, he would have got you a lot harder. If Kato could make a fortitude save.
Yeah. I'm gonna do I'm gonna burn my immediate action for Charmed Life.
Sure.
That's my charisma, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's 16 points of slashing damage. Oh, no, wait, I lied. Excuse me. It is,
He adds another dice.
he doesn't add another dice. He adds 2 more. It's 18.
So add 3 to this.
Okay.
So 20.
Kato can feel the life force sucked out of him, but somehow, as he always does, he gets just lucky enough that he's unaffected.
Oh, did that fail?
No, that succeeded because you're
Oh.
succeeded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm a lucky boy. And I
Lucky
lose.
boy.
Sorry. So how much? 18 you said?
18 slashing damage and Kalira.
Okay.
Yikes.
So
How you feeling, Kato?
You took half my health in one swing.
Okay, that's what I thought.
can I move there without triggering an attack of opportunity?
At this point, no. Because you would be... He has a 5-foot threat range, you're inside it. Moving through his threat range will provoke.
Okay, because I see how it works. Because I'm already in it. That's when it
Yeah, you got
triggers. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just 5-foot step here then.
it. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take a swing at him.
Okay. Is that 23 with your debuff from being exhausted?
No. Yeah, I'm sorry. I get one more on that 24.
Okay. So it is with the debuff. It is not with...
Oh, you mean the fatigue? Yes. Yeah, I got the fatigue on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it does
no
connect.
bless.
Yeah. I was talking about the bless buff. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Cool. That's and that will I will drink a potion, a cure wounds.
Okay, that would provoke.
But that provokes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Never mind then.
Okay. Spoopy, scary skeleton. 5-foot step attack, Kalira. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that just hits.
4 points of slashing damage. The white turns its head farther than it should be able to, but has no neck muscles, so yeah. Just, and who are you? In Howlet. So only Senia is understanding any of it. And
Yeah.
Senia, you're on.
Am I able to reach him from where I'm at right now?
Yes, he is within 10 feet.
Should I attempt to disarm?
Why don't
You have the rage. Oh wait, well you can't rage. If you could have
Why don't
raged,
you use
use your
your-
rage power to
Why don't
disarm.
you just use your bow?
He's engaged, so would it be -4?
Yep.
Disarm would actually be pretty freaking cool.
I don't know. I don't know if I can roll as big a disarm as I did the first time, but I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Alrighty.
He's also not a weak ranger.
He's also not Cressel, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Rancier has the disarm property too, I believe.
Yeah.
What does that add?
Gives her a +2 to the roll, and she can use it as part of a disarm attempt.
So it's a combat maneuver, right?
You got it.
And add a 2. Well,
Unfortunately, trying to go through, like, between Kalira and Kato and his own weapon coming back up onto his shoulder, you can't quite get there. And if that is all, he turns towards you as he sees this, as, like, the Rancier slides across his weapon. Just, what tribe are you from, girl?
This tribe.
He
So
doesn't
we're the
blink.
reclaimers.
got him.
Perhaps they will reclaim your corpses. And he goes to, like, swing. He's not attacking. He doesn't. As an immediate action, when he flavor texts, he gets to attack. I think in 5e they call that a legendary action, but not today. Today it's just Kato's turn.
All right, Kato is going to. All right, so I think I need. I forget what his AC. I think I need more AC against him if he's going to come after me. Do I use the horrible combat expertise?
I mean, you got the haste thing.
Oh, I do have haste too, so I can swing twice. That's handy, and that also gives me AC, right? Too.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can add an extra 2 if I do combat expertise, but that.
And
gives
you
me-
blessed.
And a blast, which is +1.
Mhm.
Holy shit! I got stats coming out the yin yang. All right. But no, I think combat expertise is overkill for a -2 to hit. So let's not do that. Cranes. Yeah, that'll do. All right. I'm gonna do a full round attack.
Alrighty.
First attack, because I get 2 because of haste. And add a plus whatever to this as well. And... Ooh,
Damn it, Kato.
I don't think I'm gonna use my hero point on that. So that's a miss. Second one.
Oof.
I rolled. Let's see, what did I actually roll? A 2 and then a 5. Sick moves, Kato.
The sickest. And
Sorry, Esker, I failed.
Ionia.
I'm gonna do something really scary. I'm going to dip around Senya. Can I touch the white from here?
Yes.
Please don't go there.
I'm going to reach out and touch the white, and
Reach out.
let me
Okay,
see which one I want to do.
So for the casting of spells, a couple things. First off, as a psychic caster, unless your implements let you ignore the, I think it's logic component, the cast defensive DC is 10 higher. Otherwise, it would provoke from the white.
And then I would add my concentration to that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have pretty good concentration, and I believe that the implements acts as act as focuses, so I don't think there's... Because they're spell-like abilities, they're not spells.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All I needed to hear. Still a spell-like ability. Let me double-check your class real quick. To make sure I have this right before I start just swinging swords at people. Okay,
Yeah.
what exactly? You're doing a focus power.
Yeah.
Schools.
Oh, here, do you want me to link it?
Yeah, if you would. Okay. Fleshmend. You can expend a point of mental focus to heal a living creature with a touch. The creature is healed amount of damage for that. But is that a... Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so that would... I guess it doesn't provoke and you don't need concentration. Dope.
You love to
Dope.
see it.
You'll love to see it.
I believe that is 1d8 plus occultist level plus an additional d8 for every... So I just have the base 1d8 plus my occultist level.
Okay.
Burn him.
My fort save is plus 10.
Oh, didn't do that right. I think I forgot a space.
You do one. It's weird that it's not in there. Okay. And then the save should be 10 plus your intelligence plus 2, and he has a 17. So it comes down to what is Ionia's intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier straight is 5.
Is 5, so it's 17. So he makes the save, it takes half. But it definitely hits, it definitely burns. He looks at you and just inhales, witch, welcome.
Did he take... He took nothing?
He took half.
Oh, he took half, okay.
Anything else?
And I can't move more after
Right.
attacking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can Minoru move like into Kato's face, attack, and back out? Probably not.
He cannot.
Then I guess that's everything.
Alrighty, Artoris.
Still say the cone of fire is.
I mean,
Very talkative
the
this
GM has made it clear that if I do that, I will ignite all of it unless I like throw myself on the front line.
Yeah.
Fine with it.
Well, I'm not.
We're all going to be turned into zombies.
That's true. I hope he doesn't kill Kato. That'd be a problem.
Would you rather us be burnt or zombies? Let's
But-
make that.
Depending on how much damage he does to us, that might just make it easier for the white to kill
That's
us.
true. I mean, I could just try this barb chains thing. See if I can get some damage in it. It's really not that much damage, though.
Does it do anything besides damage? Does it
I can
have, like,
try
a-
and trip him.
That would be very useful.
Be kind of funny.
Yeah.
It would prevent him from full round attacking next turn. If you succeeded, he'd have to get up.
Well, he'd be shaken. All right, let's try that. I only have.
You worked on the ogre, Ken. It's got to work here.
Well, it killed the ogre. I'm just. Are we going? Because I have to choose between damaging him or trying to trip him. Damage
What?
is just 1d6.
And the trip is against his
CMD.
CMD.
Yep.
What do you use against his CMD for that spell?
His wisdom, he should.
It's wisdom, which is super high, right? You're super
Base
wise.
attack bonus plus spell casting ability modifier. That's my CMD. Yeah, or CMB.
Your call, dude. The risky one is the trip, but it's the most highest risk, highest reward. The damage is just nice damage. It's just some chip damage on him, which doesn't hurt, but it won't
Could take out a skeleton.
All right, I'm gonna try and.
There's a skill.
What do we think his combat maneuver bonus is?
If,
Or his
if
combat? Yeah. That.
if you take out a skeleton, and then I take out a skeleton, there'd be no more skeletons left.
That is true. Though I don't really. The skeletons are so unthreatening.
That's because you haven't been hit.
I killed 6 of them
Oh, yeah.
in one round.
All right, I'm gonna try and trip the boss.
Okay.
Roll something amazing.
I don't know what's going on here. That's not what I meant to
Shades.
roll.
Well, I've got the spell right here. So,
Okay. Because that's the damage roll, but I didn't want to do that.
The chain uses your base attack bonus plus your key spellcasting ability score modifier. So then it would be D20 plus, I want to say your BAB is 2 right now.
It's 3,
It's not, well, neato. Plus 3 plus your wisdom.
4.
So D20 plus 7.
So
20
the
plus
command
7.
for that is roll.
/R space 1D20 plus 7.
Where you get that bloody chain from?
From you, probably.
Whoa. That might do it. That would
I
be
have
amazing.
a second chain as well, because I'm level 4.
Okay.
That I will. I guess I should have declared before. Now that I know that rolled well, I would probably attack with it. But not knowing I rolled well, I would probably try to triple. So I'll roll again.
Okay. Well, in any case, the 24 was enough.
24 worked.
Yeah, the way it's
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah! Praise Abadar!
I imagine when Artoris casts, it's a little less chains come up and pull, and more so the scales just shift that
Golden.
far forward, and down he goes.
Oh,
And if there's nothing else,
glorious.
Do I want to reposition? No, I'm good.
alrighty. The creature would like to stand up from prone. It provokes
I will
from
provoke, yeah.
everybody.
Get
Well,
fucked.
it provokes from everyone but Minoru and Artorias.
Alright. Oh! Crit,
Oh,
crit
wow.
confirm, 31.
Yep, that definitely confirms.
Crits should do it. If a crit confirm also crits, it should explode. I feel like it should be like exploding dice.
Go play open legend.
No, thank you. No, thank you. It's already good enough.
It was minimum. That's funny. Oh, so I crit with a 20. I crit confirm with a 20 and then rolled minimum damage.
Well, yeah.
Still, 31 slashing ain't nothing to scoff at.
Okay. Kalira and also Ionia.
Oh, sorry. I
Oh.
was...
And also Senia as well, yeah.
Okay.
Think
Cool.
I
I'm
can use.
just gonna
Think I can
do-
use my last roll that I rolled.
No.
Put that in the bank.
I mean, it didn't count, so yeah.
That's my attack.
15 misses, Senia misses, or 17 misses.
I don't have to roll to attack since it's touch, right? Just damage.
Yes, you would, because Fleshmend rather isn't a persistent thing. You do it once and it's gone.
You're cutting out really bad.
Yeah, I should be looking at my microphone.
Eight,
You have cast the spell. You do not have the spell right now.
18 misses against his touch.
Oh, I can't use the spell as my
Yeah, right.
Okay, but I can swing my Gladius at him.
Yeah,
Are we on his touch AC right now?
yeah.
Or
I had an 18 on that just to clear. I just want to
Gotcha.
make
That
sure
still doesn't
it still
quite.
misses.
Not
Damn.
swinging at his touch. It's missing it a debuff to his AC. Ionia.
Oh, okay.
Ionia.
Oh, we don't have that anymore.
Finds purchase. And I'm gonna swing at Kato.
you can try, fool. I will
Didn't he already connect with you?
Yes.
Yeah, he did once, but he's not going to get lucky twice. Let's parry this.
Okay. Hey.
Okay.
Ooh, that one I will riposte.
Okay, that happens.
I'm kicking his ass.
You did hit him pretty good. And Kalira.
All right. I'll attack the skeleton in front of me.
Would you like to flavor it?
No.
I don't care if I got most of them, but
Yeah. And then I'll 5-foot step here in my turn.
alrighty, and Senia.
I'm not trying to disarm him again.
Yeah.
After seeing the trip get him, it's like, I know I can do this.
Oh, shit.
Can Senia make a perception check?
Okay.
This is not going to end well, I'll feel.
So you lean in, and it is definitely successful. Once again, you
okay.
disarmed and rolled a natural 20. His weapon falls in Hollet. The runes running up the blade say "Death to the Fae." It clatters right there.
It's my theme song.
Ooh.
He might be a friend, though.
Death to the Fae.
I mean, he's been calling us he's been in life he probably was. I don't think in death.
We could stop and be like, wait a minute, you hate the Fae?
We hate the Fae.
Let me tell you about Perlevash.
Yeah, you want to help us kill a Fae?
I mean, he's a white, so he's all about. He's probably all about it. Fae.
All right, so it landed in this spot here.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone should pick that up.
Yeah, you do your
Yeah,
thing.
you do it.
Oh, is it my turn?
You do your thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's my turn. God, what is a what kind of action does that take?
A standard action.
Oh, I can't use my move action to grab it.
Ione, did you teach your dog to fetch yet?
He might actually, but you do your thing. You are way more useful in combat than I am.
Oh,
Don't worry about what you're doing.
you're next. Yeah, never mind. All right, prepare to die, undead fiend.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
You will kill him till he dies.
Gonna kill him till he dies. All right, I'm just going to just attack. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
Ooh, me. Not so hot.
Where would you said you did give Minoru some tricks, right?
He doesn't need tricks. He just is smart enough. Like, I don't get super hard on what tricks animal companions know. Short of you trying to do something super weird and difficult with him, he can go get a sword.
He's a talking dog. Right?
Okay.
You teach him to ride a bicycle.
No, that wasn't him that was talking. That was my ancestor talking to him.
You can teach him to ride a bicycle, I bet.
So Minoru can basically run in here, grab the sword, run back out here. That's what, 5, 10, 15. Yeah.
Right.
I think that would be all of his movement.
And the white would like to use his slam,
He's gonna punch you.
but it's only a 15, so it misses.
Yeah, that won't hit.
Punch you.
Good job, Senya. And good job, Artoris, with the trip and the disarm. You guys are like the all-stars of this fight.
I'm just gonna say
patronized.
kudos. I'm just gonna say kudos to Ionia, just like getting in there in his face and just like touching.
Yeah, that was really risky.
Yeah, well.
But
Still in his face, technically.
I mean, how's my party looking? Are you guys like super damaged?
well, I know I took that big 30 or 20 something
got
points of
whopped.
damage.
Molly Wop.
Do you look like you need immediate healing, or?
I mean, now that we've disarmed him and took his weapon away, I don't feel that scared. But had he hit me one more time with that sword, I would have probably went down.
I mean, that's not my question. My question is how badly injured do you appear to be?
I'm
He's half dead.
I'm half dead.
How badly injured does
50%, less than 50% hit points remaining. More like 45.
How badly injured does the white seem to be? Is it harder to tell since it's undead?
Yeah, it's not really showing any signs of stopping.
If you're gonna put either gonna touch him or touch me, I would appreciate you touch me. But you can touch him. You touch whoever you want. You're
Of course he will.
as long as they consent.
And even though I would be casting a spell on Kato, if I were to use the spell version, I would still have to roll my concentration because I'm in range of him, right?
If you're using, my brain is full of
Cure light wounds rather than flesh mend.
Yeah, cure light wounds. Yes, it is a spell. Flesh mend. No, it is a spell-like ability.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do the spell version.
Alright.
Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do that's dumb. I don't know why I would do that. I'm just gonna flash one again.
Okay, sounds good.
On Kato.
And as that's happening, it goes to Arcturus.
Ooh, nice. Sick. I feel way better.
Yeah, the old crossbow.
Nah, I'm gonna haste Cal.
Good call. I don't deserve your haste right now.
I mean, I should haste you because Cal still has that debuff, but I'm not hasting you because you wasted my last one.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I do better when I'm not hasted.
It's weird, but that seems to be the case.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
I may or may not have deleted a skeleton from the initiative.
Yes, I saw him just poof.
He will go on count 0. He'll attack Kalira with a 19 to hit.
I hit. Well, I get 2. Well, yeah, even with the 2, it still hits. Never mind.
For max damage again. Best
You
skeleton.
keep hitting me with 4s.
I do.
Keep
It's
it
so
up.
good. Best
Awesome.
skeletons. All
I
right.
can't believe these are just 1d4 damage. No, nothing. It was so pathetic.
It was.
You want to get hit with 3 times for 12 damage?
Nah, because every time they come to me, they die before they get to swing.
Swashbuckler.
Is that the skeleton or the white attacking for 4?
The
That's
skeleton. The white is gonna attack. Oh my gosh.
What's he gonna do with his bare hands?
He's gonna punch Kalira. 15 to hit.
Why me? no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Hey, Kalira.
All right.
Can you make 2
Oh, that
attacks?
was a hit.
Can I do a 5-foot step in between my attacks? My 2 attacks?
Are you hasted right now?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you could.
All right. That's what I will do. I will use my first attack on the skeleton. Was that give me a plus what to
Plus 2.
attack? 2.
You're gonna hit him and kill him.
Rolls a 1.
I'll just power it. I'll go ahead and do a power attack.
Yeah, if you'd like to flavor it.
Yeah, nope.
Oh,
Just swat him out the way. Keep moving. And then
we're flanking him!
turn to the dude sucker punch me, and I say to him, when you see the Iron Lord, tell him I say, see you soon. And then I attack. Yeah, miss.
Yeah,
And he's
that's
like,
plus-
no.
It's plus 3 if it matters.
a plus 3 wouldn't quite hit. And
Wow, that was such a build up. I expected like a crit confirm max damage on that
Yeah.
that swing.
What does
See,
flanking give me? Does flanking give me anything else?
He's flat footed against.
Oh yeah, that was against his flat foot.
I'm gonna pretend I knew what I was doing when I hasted. Let's
Still
set
not
that
quite
flank
enough.
up.
I mean, he did get to kill the skeleton and then flank. It was actually a good maneuver. Because now when it's my turn, assuming Senya doesn't just end him here.
And Senya's turn it is.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna swing at him. Womp womp.
Wah,
Ooh.
wah. Hey, Kato.
Min hit, min damage.
You'd love to see it.
Kato?
Oh, Sicarius.
Mhm.
All right. Well, kind of chuckles hearing Cal's little, like, cocky speech, and then, like, completely
Are you
misses.
making fun of my religion?
No, I'm making
The
fun of
jerk.
your bravado that ended up not
You
showing.
bonded in the moonlight, and this is what you do?
Wait a minute, you did the exact same thing the turn before.
I know, but doesn't matter.
Does
All right, I'm gonna just make a full round attack. Ooh, plus 2 for the bless, I think still, or is it plus 1?
This one.
Plus one.
Plus 1, so 16 against Flatfoot.
Not quite.
Ah,
That's what you get for laughing at your own
And
teammate.
Idionia.
What a jerk.
Inoru is gonna run over here, drop the sword by Arcturus, and run back over here. And
That makes me uncomfortable for some reason.
Oh, here's the cursed swords.
he's wagging his tail too, like he did a really good thing. Like here for you. Here's the thing. You look like you could use something like this, pal. And let's try the Fleshmend again.
Alrighty.
On the white? Or...
Yeah, you don't need me to link it again, right? Just roll.
Yeah, just roll.
you're saying you don't have macros set up for all your spells?
10 does not hit his touch.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was the damage.
You just went straight into the damage.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay.
Cocky as Kato over here.
Cocky as a Kato.
Well.
Oh wait, does that get any? I mean, I guess not.
It gets
that
your
really.
your intelligence mod or whatever.
Probably your base attack and
Your main casting stat.
Yeah, your int. But yeah, that's still
Even
probably
then,
not gonna
I'm
make
sure
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna matter.
I'm guessing it goes to Arcturus.
His touch is like 17. It's like 18.
I
know.
Well,
I don't have this up.
higher than 16 because that's what I got. And or
No, I
wait,
know.
it's fine.
I rolled 17 on him, so it's 18 plus.
I'm gonna go ahead and haste Cal again.
I agree with your decision only because he goes before me.
That was why I did it. Don't worry.
But he does go after the white, so it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
White will take a 5-foot step.
Oh shit.
Get out of that.
I was like, oh, you didn't know I had that, did you?
I have feet as well.
Ponchionia for an 11.
11 won't hit.
Alright, clears on.
All right, so I will 5-foot step.
Remember that
Here.
time when Senya made this guy a complete joke?
Actually,
Yeah, I know.
This Kato doesn't get flanking if I'm here, right?
No, you would need to be. You could be here
Yeah.
and get it.
Canberra here.
Well-
Yeah, and I'll just take the opportunity thingy.
No, you won't.
Alrighty, and then I'll attack powerfully.
God, when you disarm, it's super threatening.
Oh, whoops. Well, that's probably fine. You can add +1 because I accidentally clicked the charge 1, which gives me 2 anyway. So that's 12 and a 21.
Alrighty. 21 would, I think, maybe, where is... Yes, the 21 would hit.
I was about to say, Jesus.
17 slashing. Okay. Still standing, and it goes to
Yes.
Senya.
Come on, do just enough to put him at 1 hit point.
Alright, let's swing at him again.
Rancier away.
Yeah, that's a number.
That's a number.
That's a
If-
number.
If you'd like to flavor it.
Oh
Got him.
Uh, um,
I hope you prepared a speech.
gee, I was not prepared for this. So yeah, I give it my all, and I swing my rancer at him, and I poke him directly in the chest and impale him and lift it up, and he goes limp.
Okay, and that's initiative.
Yay.
Ionia turns to Kato, and she does like a big grin and kind of like cocks her head so that her jaw's a little bit higher, and she's like, "Look, I didn't get hit this time."
Still start with the bats in the cave. Is that what?
This
Is this
did.
the same
This-
cave?
this is- Oh my god, we must have got some sick. Well, first of all, I think Cal just got herself a badass greatsword.
Cal's gonna push through the crew here and go right for Arturus, and she's gonna snatch him by the robe.
What?
Yeah.
Still raging.
If you, I'm not ready to fatigue. If you ever use my blood without my permission for your spells,
Oh yeah, I did.
I will crush your skull in that mask of yours. Do you understand?
What did he do?
Anything.
Wait, what did he do?
She just kind of just shoves him away,
Cast magic on him.
walks
When
off.
did he-
No,
She has-
I used because I needed some fresh blood for my barb chains, and he was the nearest target that had been.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I hadn't been hit. I couldn't. I mean, I guess I could have
I
taken
know.
out my ritual dagger and done it to myself.
Better to do it to Cal.
He was already bleeding.
All right, well, I'm gonna
Talk
step
about a
over.
grudge holder. That spell worked.
I'm gonna climb over the huge mound of bodies that I created to enter the center chamber
Okay.
and start making my way.
I would like to remind you that we set off traps when we first came in here. Maybe
traps-
be a little cautious.
The traps are gone. I'm
Okay.
sure we're fine.
I'm a go over to where the great sword is.
Hey,
Kato,
Kato,
Oh,
you
I'm
can't
doing
see.
things with this sword.
Oh, okay.
What?
Kato
You
is-
realize you don't have like the ability to see in the dark, right?
I'm
Oh,
gonna tireless logic that.
Okay.
Just wandering in the darkness.
So Ionia picks up the sword, and it probably hits her before she's ready. Images again, like as if you are in someone else's body of this fool, worthless satyr thinks it's worthy to stand up to you. And the sword looks much nicer in your hands than Ionia sees it in Ionia's hands, as it swings through and cuts the satyr in half, and the two halves go two separate ways. Flash to somewhere later on, a sprite dares play a trick on you, and the smashing of it against a tree over and over and over.
Oh, Cal would love this guy.
Vision.
Further on, it skips on a little farther from that to someone, you're not sure who, someone stole your sword, and you have awoken after a long sleep and you're angry, and you need to go find what is yours, and then someone looking at you. You don't quite recognize the someone. All you see is they have what is mine, kill them. And so it was to reclaim what was yours, and then walking back to here.
Oh.
Damn. No wonder he was restless
Somebody stole that guy's sword.
and killed him with it.
And
All he wanted to do was kill some
No.
Fae.
and spellcraft checks from either of you.
No, he was already dead, and then someone stole his sword, so he came back to life and killed the person who stole the sword.
Took it back,
Ah.
and then he was like, "Hey, I'm restless." Also, 1 second. Spellcraft. What?
Unfortunately, neither of you are able to identify the prop. It's very clearly a greatsword. Very clearly, it's a broken greatsword, but greatsword it is.
And magic. We
Um,
just don't know what.
I do recognize the runes that are on the sword. This does seem like a weapon that's been used to kill the Fae.
Oh, I can guarantee it's been used to kill the Fae.
But her explanation is a lot less magical. How do you know, Senya?
The runes specifically say death to all Fae.
It's a worthy mantra.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna cast light on
Kato.
everybody. Why not?
So, before we go just barging into places, I can not exactly detect traps, but I can kind of do that.
Before you start casting light on everything, light does kind of make it stand out. I don't know if we need light on everybody. Because it works both ways,
It's basically like giving any enemies the effect of fairy fire on our party.
I mean, initiative fell off, guys. Like,
Yeah, let's just.
there was a big battle. If anyone was, it was loud. There was noise. People were not silenced.
Yeah, but what I mean is like, they can see you. There's a difference between, knowing you're there and seeing you.
In fairness, that's what the Carrying Crown party thought when they fought the Flesh Golem, but then the minute afterwards was the one that killed 2 people.
Nice.
But
A lot of death in that game.
a lot of death.
I want to go check out the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Alrighty, to the sarcophagus.
Before we do anything with that, I can.
We should perception the hell out of this thing.
I don't see shit.
Nope, not really.
Looks like a big box to me. I'm gonna open it. Or I guess it's already open.
Yeah, it's hanging open. He kicked his way out.
Oh.
Oh, well, never mind. I guess if we already just barged in.
The walls of this chamber are adorned with a plethora of weapons, shields, armor, and tattered banners and standards. Unfortunately, most of these weapons are sad and old and useless at this point. Interspersed among the displayed arms are carved scenes of battle, pillage, and conquest. The carvings are caked in flaking pigments that were once brightly colored, but many have been defaced, apparently by repeated blows from a weapon. The sarcophagus in and of itself does not have anything in it.
This guy was real broody.
Real angry, yeah. Like, dude, they're your own
got-
battles.
Got some Kylo action going on over here.
Yeah. I suppose if Kylo Ren died in Pathfinder, he in fact would be raised as a white.
Thinking. Alright, well.
Minoru is just chewing on skeleton bones over here in this main corridor.
Okay, in this amount of time, the Ray of Exhaustion would have wore off on everyone. As far as...
Thank goodness.
History check. So far as the F3, F4 go, it's more of the same, just like the walls of the chambers are decorated with scenes of hunting and battle. There are 6 smaller, basically just bunks on, like 6 over here, 6 over there. As far as the scenes and stuff go, Senia doesn't recognize any of it. There's certainly tribes that have like come and gone through here, but they've been gone for so long that their names have been forgotten. Oftentimes, the nomadic tribes that would come through this part of the world would suffer the same fate as like the Taldans or any other attempts to tame the Stolen Lands.
Does the white himself have anything on him?
He has the weapon you got from him. He's got a chain shirt. Or excuse me, that's a lie. He's got chain mail, but it, much like the sword, is also broken.
Everyone wears full chainmail. Makes me sad.
I'm going to take the Gorm medallion off of him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to drag his body back over to the sarcophagus.
Okay.
And I'm going to toss it in.
And so it was.
And I'm going to push the thing back over it. Well, actually, no. Before I do that, I'm gonna take some oil from my bandolier and pour it on it, and I'm gonna set him on fire.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if there was any reason to be worried about him coming back again, but I guess burning him is a good way
Not
to do
anymore.
that. And on that note, we should all get out of the cave.
Before
Don't
we
die from
asphyxiate.
smoke. Yeah.
Smoke inhalation is a thing. Okay, fair enough.
Cal's gonna hang back a little bit.
Take
Just
all
watch
that
him burn.
smoke in.
So will somebody
Just watch
back
him
at
burn.
will someone back at camp, or not camp, back at the fort be able to identify that sword?
It's possible.
Probably.
Then she's gonna toss the medallion of Gorm on his burning body and then leave.
Oh, why did you take it just to put it back? So confused.
Change of heart.
Surprisingly thoughtful.
Okay. Actually, really, you could roll spellcraft checks again real quick before we call it here.
Yeah, we want to know what
'Cause,
sick
like,
greatsword.
the casters are able to do so. They just rolled bad.
What did you say, spellcraft?
Yeah.
All right, I believe. I believe.
Arcturus can identify it. It's unfortunate that the weapon is broken because this is a very, very magic weapon. It, like, as you pick it up, it doesn't put off light like a torch, but it does have that vague sting effect. Mechanically speaking, it is a +2 Fey Bane greatsword,
But it's broken.
but it has the broken condition.
But it
But it's still a plus.
possibly be
Still a
repaired.
plus.
Is it fixable?
Yeah, definitely fixable.
But
Well,
fixing
we'll have
plus.
blacksmiths eventually.
Fixing it's an Fey Bane is an equivalent, so it's basically an equivalent +3 magic weapon.
Yes.
Yes,
That
very
is-
expensive.
That's very expensive to repair, but could be done at some point.
But when
Even now, though, just once we had something to repair, but even in its current state, it's still a very powerful weapon.
Yeah, as a broken weapon, it has a -2 on attack and I believe damage rolls, and it only crits 20 times 2. But if you use this against the Fey, the weapon's enhancement bonus is +2, better than its actual bonus, so it does an additional +2 to attack and damage, basically overriding the broken condition against the Fey, and it deals an additional 2d6 points of damage. So it's a good thing nobody was...
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. It's all yours.
Got it.
Would you mind linking all that info
Okay.
in the loot channel?
Yeah, I can.
Seems like.
And then we didn't
Cal
find
will.
anything else that was worth hanging on to, right?
Broken chainmail. And
Are
In
we-
that smoking room over there, there's a bunch of various weapons and shields on the wall, but probably not worth very much.
yeah, you guys could just as easily go ask Bakken. Anyway, so that one is all cleared out. Shisha, and let me see where y'all are in
We're almost
relation.
back.
You might be able to get a hex real quick.
That was this hex or the one with the X in it?
The one that Kato is standing in.
Okay, what was that X?
I'm not sure. I did not draw that.
That's a
That was
T-Bor
the point where we were going to decide if we wanted to go further.
Oh, like go up.
Oh.
Okay. So there is something that will take a considerable amount of time in the next hex.
Oh, well.
So I think what I gotta do is I gotta say that this is where we're gonna call it for today.
Yeah, if
So,
it was all clear, that'd be fine. But
almost got home, but we didn't. Thank you all so much for watching. I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 days passed. So it was the 14th when you left. It is now the 20th of November. Almost. We've basically stayed in time with us, like IRL the whole time. But thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Maybe one of these days I'll get one of the Kingmaker people to drop dead. But until then, we'll see you next time. Say bye, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.